My name is Jason Allen, and I'm a hardware engineer at Schneider Electric. I graduated from UVic in 2004 with a Bachelor of Electrical Engineering.
My name is Tyson Owens, and I work for Schneider Electric. I am a hardware developer, and I am the component engineer. I graduated from UVic in 2008 with a degree in electrical engineering and a minor in business.
My name is David Tuckey. I am a firmware architect at Schneider Electric. I graduated from UVic in '97 with a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering.
So at Schneider, my job is to design new circuits and test them as well. So it's a lot of schematic work and prototype testing, sourcing new components.
On a daily basis, I'm sort of tasked with the legacy products that we have, the products that are already in the market, making sure that they're meeting customer demands, doing small projects to sort of add features to them.
The primary responsibility that I have is to help define and lead the firmware architecture for the new platforms and products that we develop.
The electrical skills that you develop through pursuing a degree in electrical engineering, you learn how to troubleshoot circuits and how the sort of fundamentals of components work. And obviously you use that on a day-to-day basis just to understand what you're looking at.
Power systems theory is core to everything that we do when we're developing products. So that aspect of what I learned in university is certainly present every day. Probably the most relevant thing that I learned at UVic was the ability to learn quickly on technical topics and to know where to go to find things, because I'm constantly learning about new technologies, and that skill is really important.
The teamwork aspects of it and communicating effectively are really important. Not everybody who works for Schneider Electric has an engineering degree, so you need to be able to explain things in terms that are understood by those people, but then you also need to talk to engineers and live on their level too to explain and understand technical aspects of it. So oftentimes you're sort of translating information to people and trying to make sure that they understand it.
The ability to manage information and to categorize it and be very clear about how you are managing information. So the co-op program at UVic was instrumental, definitely, in securing a position out of university. I had my final 2 co-op term positions with the company that I started with.
Co-op was very effective at helping me gain that understanding of myself and what future job I wanted, even if it was eliminating possibilities.
A lot of what I learned in school happened outside of the classroom. Branching out into other opportunities, getting involved with different clubs and teams was really important for me. It really helped me to meet people and get an introduction into sort of project execution and how to work with various teams and how the team dynamics work. And I found that stuff to be really useful for me. So I would take all of your design opportunities seriously. I mean, those are the ones that are directly applicable to what you're going to do in a workplace environment.
And after you finish your work terms, be sure to stay in touch with your employers. That's very important. Try to find out for yourself what you're passionate about. Really figure out what your career goals are and where your interests lie, and then look for opportunities where you can leverage that and make sure that that's consistent with your vision.
The thing that I really started to learn about moving from academia into a commercial setting is that it's not exactly as you learned. The ideal world that you learned in the university isn't the practical world. It's always a slight modification and some interesting twist, and that's what makes engineering so exciting.